Okay, guys, live at 5. Oh, my phone actually says 5 now, so that's a good thing, right? Anyway, I got some updates for you based on last week's lack of information. I have been flooded with somewhat with very hot information, some of which came from Mr. Luis Antonio Camar. Got to say, great cooperation here from Mr. Kumar. Uh, he has sent me a list of the participants for the VITS series. As I said, it's the inaugural series, the start of a series, brainchild of Mr. Luis Antonio Kumar. He has come up with this idea of affordable racing for young people that are entering the motor racing scene. It's pretty awesome. He selected a Toyota Vitz as a entry level car, and one that everyone can afford and can get on the track for minimal cost uh, of putting any kind of work into the car. So you're allowed very minor modifications, and you should keep that to a minimum. There's a set of rules, and that's what you're going to be allowed to modify, that and that only. All right, you know the deal. I can't see the comments on the computer. I'm going to turn my phone on, see if I can find it now. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'm there. So, like I said, I've got a list of the drivers that are entering the VIT series, no less than 10 drivers, uh, lots of newcomers, and a few seasoned competitors, but mostly 80% are newcomers, entry level, first time on the track. I'm going to give you a list of names that are going to be participating, and you'll find out who's the newcomers and who are the seasoned competitors. In the information area as well, I've got Cams sending me a list of confirmed competitors so far. I had mentioned to you Mr. Afraz Ali. The president had indicated their full support this upcoming race, first leg of the circuit racing, and today he has sent me a list of confirmed competitors, so that I will get to you also. And like I said at the beginning, I was faced with a little setback in terms of camera, getting live videos and all of that. But over the week or week and a half or so, my prayers were answered. Uh, God sent me a very good video recorder, a guy who has been doing this for a very long time. I had actually met him in 2003, 22 years ago. doing the same thing. He had come to America and was looking to, see to do videotaping, and someone had sent him to me. Uh, so for 22 years, he's been doing it, and he is now partnered up with me. And in return for doing the video, I'm gonna put his story out there. The young gentleman is no other than Mr. Leroy Kurt, better known as Rehab, Right In Rehab on Facebook. And together we're going to be putting the videos together. I will be telling all of his stories on my YouTube channel and supporting his effort to get his videos out there. So, like I said, prayer answered. Mr. Leroy Kurt, thank you for remembering me and offering your services. And I will do the same for you. I will, put your videos out there, put your racing, all the biking information. I will take from you, and I will do together on my Facebook and my lives. Keep all of your get all of your information out there. So that's kind of a major help, and I really appreciate him reaching out to me uh, and getting this information out there. So there you have it. Competitors for the April 27th round one of GMR and SC circuit racing. It's slowly coming together with the help of Mr. Antonio Kumar. I have 10 competitors listed for the VITS series. And for CAMS, I have 8 competitors, I think, so far confirmed coming on April 27th. Also, there's been a major development in bringing GT3 cars to Ghana. Mr. Antonio Luis Kumar and Mr. Mahendra Budu, president, and the media coordinator, Mr. Luis Antonio, has met with Mr. Franklin and Mr. Zachary Budram, and they're working on getting the GT3 cars to Ghana, hopefully for the end of the year by November. Uh, they should have the cars there. Anyway, so that's 4 major developments that have taken place over the week since we last spoke. And I'll be getting more and more information as we go along to bring you as we get closer to the days. Anyway, like I said, the inauguration of the VITS series, brainchild of Mr. Antonio Luis Kumar, has attracted 10 competitors so far. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more before we get to the date of the 27th. So, in no special order, here are some of your competitors. Mr. Riaz Hamid, Mr. Kunal Posad. He is the cameraman from GT Tuners, video guy. Met him in 2023. He has finally started participating in motor racing, I guess at the request of Mr. Louis Kumar also. Mr. Louis Kumar, I found out, was a very ardent cricket fan, but he's being bought over. And after covering being the motorsports media person for a few years, he is finally getting his feet wet into motor racing in driving a car himself. Also, Mr. Sudesh Rajaram, a new entrant. You got Mr. Akib Ali, Mr. Raymond Seberan, Mr. Stephen Nobriga, which is seasoned competitor from Group 2 and the Starlet Racing. You got Mr. Ravin Ramotar and Mr. Nairon Mirage. I can't remember if Mr. Nairon is the seasoned competitor or Mr. Nairon Ali is a seasoned competitor. Anyway, Mr. Nairon Mirage, welcome to the VIT series. We'll see what everyone can do in equally prepared cars. So that's the list of the VIT series so far. 10 competitors confirmed. As soon as we get more competitors, I will let you know. I don't seem to see anyone coming on my live with on my phone. Let's see. Okay, there it is. Okay, sorry. I now got to the screen where I can see my sister. Could be your internet because mine is working fine here. Okay, Shaniza, I see you now. I hope it's getting better. Anyway, I hope you got all that information on the VIT series. I'll go it over again. Now, as I said, Mr. Afraz Ali reached out today and he was able to confirm for me, confirm the competitors that are going to be from the CAMS team in the US that are going to be able to make it down for April 27th. Leading the pack is Mr. Afraz Ali himself in his turbocharged Starlet and his Group 2 Honda Civic. So he'll be driving two cars, his Starlet and his Group 2 Civic. Mr. Chris Lal will be piloting his Honda Civic in Group 2 and Group 3. We've all seen that car, very, very competitive. I think it was, it received a little damage the last November, but it's finally up and running again. In the cam section again is Mr. Sunil Nath with his Honda Civic. He'll be driving Group 2 and 3, Gas and Go Honda Civic, followed by Mr. Kemal Rahman in his Honda CRX. He will be driving in two groups also, in the 1600cc and the Group 3. I think that will be Group 2, I'm sorry. Mr. Kemal Rahman on his Honda CRX. Today I posted a startup video of his car. It's already in Ghana and being worktop, so I know for sure he's there and he's ready to go April 27th. Also from Team Cams is Mr. Suzuki Mohan Rangasamy in his third-gen Mazda RX-7. He is running in Group 4. And Mr. Baba and Mark Samaru will be piloting a Mazda Miata in Group 3 and Group 4. That's the confirmed list so far from Team Cams. There are still a few guys we're waiting confirmation on whether or not they will be making it for April 27th. So once I have those additional names, I'll be bringing it to you. Same as I said in the VIT series, I'm sure there are more competitors that are going to be coming forward. Once I have those names, I will bring it to you. Okay, as I was saying, I have struck up a deal with Mr. Leroy Kurt, and together we'll be working on bringing you the lives out of Guyana for all the races going forward. As much as I can, I will try to get you live racing, as I promise. Uh, he is also going to be working on the bike sector of the GMR and SC race series. And next week, he'll be sending me information on all of the bikers that are going to be participating on April 27th, including the categories in which they'll be racing and all of the good stuff that has to do with the bike information. I was finding it hard to get that information. He's going to do that for me, and he's got some really good stuff going on too, involving some guys out of the U.S., which I will, try and get more detailed information from him starting next week. Anyway, just to go over what we have so far. April 27th, round one of GMR and SC. We'll see the inauguration of the VIT series, brainchild of Mr. Luis Antonio Comar. And participants in that series will be Mr. Riaz Hamid, Mr. Kunal Pasad of GT Tuners, Mr. Luis Antonio Kumar, media personnel for the GMR and SC, Mr. Sadesh Rajaram, Mr. Akib Ali, Mr. Ritesh Singh, Mr. Raymond Sibaran, Mr. Stephen Nabriga, uh, Mr. Ravin Ramotar, and Mr. Nairan Maraj. Like I said, once I get more drivers that signed in for that, I will bring it to you next week. In cams driving out of team cams is Miss leading the pack is Mr. Afraz Ali in his Starlet and his Group 2 Civic. Uh, he is followed by Mr. Chris Lal in his Honda Civic Group 2 and 3. And Mr. Sunil Nod in his Gas and Go Honda Civic in Group 2 and 3. Mr. Kemal Rahman in his Honda CRX 1600cc and Group 2, I think. Mr. Suzuki Mohan Rangasamy, third gen Mazda RX-7. He'll be driving in Group 4. Mr. Baba Lenny Samaru and Mr. Young Mark Samaru will be piloting the Mazda Miata in Group 3 and Group 4. So those are your confirmed competitors for the VITS and the CAMS operation. I'm sure we're a long way away from that date. As I get you more participants, I will bring their names to you. Also, not to forget, Mr. Manly Thomas is hosting the TRK Riders of Ashalton, their first round of motocross racing, April 21st, 2025. He's kicking off the series. Also, Red Earth Riders of Bartica. They will be having their event also on the 21st of April, 2025. So that's kicking off the motocross series. And I will keep you posted on all of the other guys that have events coming up. I think MX100 of Suriname is having their first race of the year, April 13th, I think. I will confirm with Mr. Danny Ashroof. and I will get that information to you on my next live, I promise. But so far, Mr. Manly Thomas has his event on, and he's being supported by the Mainstay Club, Mr. Joel Fredericks. They're sponsoring 3 trophies and 1 race, and Mr. Jimmy Tenpow is supporting the Red Earth Riders of Bartica. Mr. Jimmy Tenpow has also indicated they will be going to the Suriname opening round of the MX 100 motocross, April 13, I think, in Suriname. So I will bring you more updates on that next week as we go along. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. Things are shaping up for the April 21st event of the GMR and SC, and I will bring all that information to you as I get it as we go along. Like I said, I will be featuring the riders from the drivers of Team Cams. I'll be putting their profiles on my Facebook as soon as they start sending me that information. Uh, and I will be doing, hopefully get them to come down. They're kind of camera shy, but I will try and get a few of them down here before we get to the event on April 27th. So that's all for today. Uh, I will keep feeding you information on my Facebook page for the rest of the week and rest of the time as we head towards the April 27th event. Okay, guys? Uh, Working on getting you video recordings with Mr. Leroy Kurt. He has some big plans. He also wants to cover racing in the Caribbean. So together we will be bringing you a lot of lives and a lot of Caribbean racing through with his help. Mr. Leroy Kurt, I appreciate you reaching out to me, and together we will make this dream of ours come true. You can keep sending me the videos. I will be posting them up on my Facebook and my YouTube channel as you send them to me. Uh, I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Leroy. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week on the Live at 5.